Hi, welcome to Gentle Yoga with Jan. I'm Jan, and today we're going to do a basic chair yoga class. So slip into something comfortable, grab a strap if you have one, or a long rope or cord of some kind, and we'll see you on the chair. So if you want to just take your strap and just put it on your chair behind you, and we'll use it in just a bit. As I always do at the beginning of my classes, we are going to start by just sitting, grounding yourself, taking in some deep breaths, and focusing and being present. So go ahead and just get comfortable in your chair. We're going to just take a few minutes here just to ground ourselves, separate ourselves from what we just came from, what we have to do after our class, and just relax. So go ahead and close your eyes. Feel comfortable just closing your eyes. And taking a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, just a nice This time I want you to, on the exhalation, make a nice ha sound, like you're sighing or releasing, letting go. A deep breath in through the nose, exhaling, feel that release, breathing in again through your nose, and exhaling, really paying attention on this next exhalation, what your body feels like when you breathe out, when you exhale. See if you can visualize and feel any tension in your body going out with the breath. So one more breath together, breathe in and exhale. Notice if you feel just a little bit lighter, eyes are still closed. And now with your mind's eye, bring your awareness to your feet. See if you can feel the surface of the floor underneath you. Bring your awareness to your big toes, wiggle your toes. Now going a little bit deeper and looking inward, bring your attention to your breath. I don't want you to focus it. I don't want you to change it right now. I just want you to visualize it, feel it, sense it, your breath. As you breathe in and out, what does it feel like? And now after a couple breaths, go ahead with your eyes still closed. Start to deepen the breath a little bit. Breathe in a little deeper. You can exhale through the mouth, through the nose if you choose. Releasing the breath, feeling it. Breathing in as deeply as you can again through the nose. Full, long, deep exhalation. Go ahead and open your eyes. And sit up a little taller, maybe scooting back on the chair a little bit. If your feet do not touch the ground, go ahead and place a block under your feet or a book or two to make sure that the feet are grounded. So let's just go ahead and lift the back away from the chair, the back of your chair. Put your hands on your knees, wiggle your feet and ground yourself here. Let's start by taking a few deep breaths, taking the hands up over the head, inhaling the hands up over the head. Placing the palms together and then exhaling, bringing the hands down to your heart. Go ahead and reach up. And exhale, release the arms down. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in, arms coming up over the head. This time palms together, bring your hands down to your heart. Good, bring your hands down to your chair or to your legs. Just wiggle our shoulders out. Wiggle your arms, shake your arms out. Your fingers, like you're flicking water off. Your hands. Start by rotating the wrist, just circling the wrist in one direction, making sure you're breathing in and out, changing directions. Good. Just with acting like you're playing the piano. Reach, playing the piano over to the left and now over to the right. Back in front of you. Make a fist really tight. Open them up. Make a fist really tight and open them up. Relax your hands in your lap. Good. So before we do anything else, let's relax and get the tension out of our neck and shoulders. Does anyone have any neck and shoulder tension? I know I do. So let's go ahead and notice, first of all, where is that tension in, if there is any tension in your neck. Go ahead and just take your hands and squeeze behind your neck and notice what it feels like. So what you might not be aware of is the tension that you may have in your shoulders. So go ahead and take your hand and just squeezing on top of the shoulders, maybe feeling some tension there, maybe some rocks and tension in front of the shoulders, and what the other shoulder feels like. Anyone feeling anything? Maybe perhaps you didn't even know you had some tightness there. Most likely you do. I don't know of too many people that don't have neck and shoulder tension. So something really cool that I've learned to release the neck and shoulder tension, or to release and to add range of motion into our neck, is this little exercise I'm going to show you. It is an exercise that releases the fascia in our body, fascia connective tissue. It's connected to everything in our body, around our muscles. And when we move and work one part of the body, this will show you how it affects the rest of your body. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. But I want you just to start by noticing and assessing how much range of motion you have in your neck. So rest your hands in your lap and just go ahead and look to your left. Look to your left as far as you can and notice where you stop. Now look to the right and notice where you stop. Bring your head back to center. Now we're going to work the left side first. So go ahead and take the left fingers, and I just want you to take the fingers and just kind of shake them. So just shaking those fingers out, taking the thumb and give it a good shake. I know this sounds crazy. What are we doing? Now, go ahead and take your hand and rub your left earlobe. Rub it from the front, rubbing it pretty good all the way around the earlobe. The earlobe, grabbing it and taking it and giving it a good shake, pulling your earlobe away from your ear. Now rest your hand in your lap, and I want you to go ahead and turn to your left again and see if your range of motion has opened up. Mine has quite significantly. So bring your head back to center. Now go ahead and look to the right again. Notice your range of motion, and we'll take the fingers of the right hand now and shake the fingers out. And the thumb, just give them good jiggles. Take your hand up to your ear, rubbing starting in the front, the rim of your ear, all the way around, rubbing it pretty good along the rim there, and then down to the earlobe. Taking the earlobe and give it a good shake. Make sure you're taking some deep breaths. Rest your hand in your lap. Now go ahead and turn to your right again, and notice that that's freed up. Crazy good stuff, isn't it? So that's just to connective tissue all working together, releasing, and the importance of movement, another important reason to move your body. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in, hands up over the head, let the hands come down to the side, hold on to the chair with your left hand. Let's take our right hand out to the side, up over the top, and just a nice side reach here. Now that we've freed up the neck a little bit, go ahead and look down to the floor and up to the sky and down to the floor. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your wrist. Reach up and exhale, let the arm drop down to the side. Other side. Inhaling the left hand up over the head, leaning into the hand on the other side, and relax the neck. If the neck is feeling stiff, go ahead and move it around a little bit and notice where that stiffness is, and try to breathe into that and let it go. Wiggle the wrist, circle. Take another deep breath in, reach up, and exhale. Release it down. Let's go ahead and do a nice stretch movement for our mid body. Also stimulates the mid organs in our body. It is the cat and cow stretch from the chair. So normally this position would be done on the floor. on our hands and knees, but this is a great way to do it. So scoot to the front of your chair a little bit. We're going to take our feet just a little bit wider, starting with the hands on the knees, sitting really tall, letting the shoulders drop down. Take a deep breath in. As you inhale, go ahead and look up, lift the chin. On the exhalation, go ahead and hang back from the knees, holding onto the knees and really rolling the spine to the back of the sitting bones. This time on the inhalation, go ahead and pull the hands towards the hips, sliding the hands towards the hips. And then on the exhalation, sliding the hands forward to the knees, rounding the spine, rolling and arching the back. Like you're rounding over a big ball. Inhale, rolling to the front of the sitting bones, pulling the hands back towards the hips, arching the back, looking up, lift the chin. Exhaling, rolling to the back of the sitting bones, holding onto the knees, scooping the belly. One more time, inhale, draw the hands in towards the hips, arching the back. Slide the hands forward, exhale. Rolling back to a neutral position, shake out the shoulders and bring the feet back together. Great thing for the spine. Another thing that is good for the mid-body is to do a spinal twist. Spinal twisting poses are really good. Not only just to stretch the spine, but also to stimulate the organs in the mid-body. So to start off, just go ahead and sit tall, drop the shoulders, a nice breath in. On the exhalation, go ahead and turn to your left. So we're just going to turn where your range of motion is. Use the hand on the opposite knee. If you want to, you can put the hand behind the back onto the chair, but we're not going to use the chair as leverage to pull. We're not going to just try to pop our back. We're going to try to stimulate and work the mid organs, our core, by using the musculature in our core. So spine tall, inhale. On the exhale, my hands are really light. I'm twisting a little bit more, not with leverage, but from within. Turn the head if you can. Inhale. And exhale, release back to center. Spine tall, inhale. Exhale, twist to your left. Pause, rest your hands. Another deep breath in, lengthening the spine. Exhale, twisting a little deeper, turning your head if it's comfortable. Inhale deep. Exhale, twisting back to center. So you should feel a lot of heat sensation, like the mid-body has been working, almost doing sit-ups, that same sensation. That should feel pretty good. Good, let's go ahead and get our feet and our ankles work just a little bit. Go ahead and lift your right knee up, supporting it with your hands. Just relax. If you need more support, you can scoot back on your chair. With the left knee towards our chest, go ahead and start to circle that left ankle. Relaxing the shoulders, taking some deep breaths, circling it in the other direction, pointing and flexing a few times. Good. Let's go up into the hip a little bit. If you can, go ahead and take the hip with your right hand and let the leg come out to the side and back in, out to the side. Just noticing what it's feel like, always being aware of what your body's doing. Remembering to take care of your body and modify if you need to. If that is too challenging, you can rest the foot on the floor and slide the foot out to the side without having to lift it. Let's do 2 more. Out to the side and in, crossing it over as far as you can, and back out to the side. Good, while we're out here, go ahead and make a few circles with your leg, circling it in this direction a couple times, and then we'll reverse it, changing directions. Just lubricating the hip joint right here. Good. Pay attention to those places where it's a little more stiff, or it might even pop a little bit, that's okay. Knees back in towards the chest. Go ahead and take the foot on the other side of your knee, and if you can, let that leg slide down. Knees together. If that's too hard or challenging, bring the legs just together here. Making sure that both sitting bones are even and even on the chair. Hands resting on the knees. Take a deep breath in. We're going to go ahead and do another spinal twist. Inhale, turning to the right, taking that right hand out to the side, looking back if it's comfortable. Another twist, take the hand up over the head and bring it forward and down. Lift the knee up in towards the chest and step it down. And walk back. to the other side. Bringing the left knee in towards the chest, make sure you're not hunching the shoulders up. Relax the shoulders down and keep the heart lifted. Good, go ahead and take the knee out to the side and back and out to the side and back. Noticing what it feels like, taking care of your body. Let's do a couple knee circles, hip circles with the knee and changing direction. And make sure you're breathing. Good. Bring the knee back up in towards the chest. Slide that foot over the knee and slide it down. Even up the hips, hands resting on the knees. Spine tall, inhale. Go ahead and exhale, turn to the left now. Opening up that arm if you want to. Reaching back, looking at the fingers. Inhale, reach up. Take the arm over the head. Rest that hand on the knee. Bring the knee up in towards the chest. Drop the foot down and walk out your feet. Go ahead and grab your strap that you put behind your back there on your chair. Take it out and drop it down. And we're going to go ahead and put your left foot underneath the strap. Holding onto the strap, draw the knee up towards your chest and let the leg extend out. We're not going to straighten it out and lock it. We need to leave a soft bend in the knee, lift the heart. Take a few breaths here. If you can and want to now, go ahead and straighten that leg. You might be feeling a good stretch in the back of the leg, the hamstring, and maybe even into the calf and the foot. Point the toes and flex, and point and flex. Pull the knee back up in towards the chest, and go ahead and drop that down. Switch out the feet. Right foot underneath the strap. Lift the knee up towards the chest. Make sure the shoulders are dropped down. Go ahead and take the leg out with a soft bend in the knee. Keep the heart lifted. Take a few breaths here. Now if you can and want to, go ahead and straighten that leg. Flex the foot. Feel the stretch in a safe, comfortable way. Point the toes and flex. Point and flex. Draw the knee back up in towards the chest. Step that foot down. Now we're going to take the strap to the other foot again. Pull the knee up in towards the chest. Extend the leg out to your ability and comfort. Take the strap now with your right hand, left hand out to the side. Now as I take you up into different levels, you're welcome just to stay down that level or come out of the pose if you need to. So holding the strap, you can let's go ahead and take the knee over to the side. It won't go very far. Open it up again, another good twist. And breath. Bring the leg back to center. Now hold on to the strap with the left hand. Let the leg come out to the side if you can and are able. Right hand coming out to the other side, lifting tall. Right foot is grounded on the floor. If that's too challenging, keep your hand on the chair and maybe keep the knee bent. Listen to your body. Go ahead and come back out, come back to center. Bring the knee in towards the chest and step the foot down. Walk out your feet. Change the strap to the other foot. Go ahead and draw the knee in towards the chest again. And the leg come out. Holding the strap with the left hand now. Let it cross over just a little bit. You might feel a really good stretch in the IT band here on the side of the leg. Bring it back to center, change hands, holding on to the strap now. With the other hand, take it up to the side, holding and lifting tall. If you can, take that left hand out to the side. Breathe. Keep the shoulders dropped. Bring it back to center, bend the knee, if it wasn't already, and step the foot down. Good. Release the strap onto the floor and walk out your feet. Let's stretch the hands out just a little bit more. So if you'll take your right hand out to the side, pull your fingers back to flex the hand and point the fingers down. Pull the fingers back, point the fingers down. take the palm up towards the sky now, and take your other hand and pull the fingers back. So what we're going to do here now is to floss the nerves in our fingers and our wrists and our forearms. So if you'll release the pointer finger and move it forward and back, and notice sensation that you're feeling in the finger and up even into the forearm. Now release only the middle finger. Yep, the middle finger, releasing, moving that forward and back. Feel the sensation there in that stretch. Now pulling the fingers back, releasing the ring finger and the baby finger together and move them forward and back. While we're here, we're going to take our thumb and give it a pull and a stretch back, just to the range of motion that you feel comfortable. Shake it out, circle the wrist. Let's do the other side. So bringing that left hand forward, pull the fingers back, flexing the wrist, point the fingers down. Inhale, pull the fingers back, point the fingers down, pull the fingers back, release, palm up. Go ahead and pull the fingers back. A good juicy stretch. Releasing the pointer finger, moving that forward and back. Now just the middle finger and the ring finger and the baby finger. Take the thumb, give it a nice stretch back and shake it out. Very good. So if you'll scoot to the front of your chair, we're going to do a supported forward bend. Take the feet just a little bit wider. Take the arms up over the head, breathing in, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the knees and start. I'll just take you in segments here. Go ahead and start by folding forward, hands and elbows maybe to the knees. Those of you who have heart conditions and know that you're not supposed to bring the head lower than the heart, this might be your position here. If you feel and you can and want to, go ahead and start to slide the hands down the legs, rounding the back and letting the head drop. If you can and want to, you can bring the hands to the floor, but hold on to something. Don't just let the body hang without supporting the hands on something. Hands on something helps you totally release the back. So in this position, go ahead and let your head dangle. Nod your head yes and no. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. To find our way back to seated, take your hands on your knees and roll the spine up slowly, head coming up last. Inhaling the arms out to the side. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Good, bring your hands to your knees and relax. If you did get lightheaded when we did the forward bend, maybe not go down as far, maybe just go halfway next time. Your body will regulate and get used to that. Inverted poses are great for our brain, great for circulation, for our sinuses and our nose and our eyes. You just need to make sure that you're doing them in a safe way that feels good for you. So if you want to get up out of your chair and come behind your chair now, holding on to the back of the chair, and just stretch out the back. This really always feels good. So you can do this on the countertop, on a chair throughout the day, just to stretch out your back. It's a great thing. So it's pretty much a modified down dog pose. Take your feet back, walk your feet back so that the arms are straight, the feet are hip distance apart and parallel towards each other. Go ahead and bend your knees, and we're going to just let our hips pull back and let your head drop between your arms. Looking down at your feet, go ahead and take a few deep breaths here. Feeling the spine stretch, the arms stretch, the shoulders stretch, knees are bent. Don't forget to bend those knees. Take another few breaths in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, breathing down to the floor, inhale through the nose, and exhale. Coming out of the pose, just go ahead and walk towards your chair and shake out your arms and walk out your feet. Let's do a few exercises to stretch and strengthen the feet and the ankles. Feet parallel again. I want you to imagine you have ice skates on your feet, which are going to keep your feet really straight. Inhaling, roll it to the front of the feet, lift up your heels. Exhale, roll back down straight on the ice skates. Bring the weight into the heels, leaning back on your feet. Lift the toes, curl your toes under, pull your toes back, release the feet to the floor. Heels lifting up again, deep breath in. Making sure that you're not rolling to the outside of the toes or inwardly. Evenly spaced between all toes, mostly putting the weight in the ball of your foot there. Rolling to the back of the feet, straight back. Lift the toes, curl your toes under, pull the toes back, release the feet back down. One more time, lift up. Breathe in, strengthening those feet. Go ahead and release the heels back to the floor. Bring the weight into the heels. Lift the toes and release the feet back to the floor. Just let go of the chair and let's walk it out. Now we're going to do chair pose. We're not going to be sitting in the chair. We're going to become the chair. So once again, look down at your feet. Make sure they're parallel. Hip distance. Hips, knees, and ankles all stacked on top of each other. Start by bending the knees. Instead of bringing the weight into the hole of our foot, I want you to bring the weight into the back of the feet. Push your bottom back like you're trying to touch the wall with your glutes, with your seat. So the bottom is pushing way back, the knees are bent. Holding onto the chair. If you feel you can and you want to, maybe take the bend a little deeper, making sure the distance between the knees is the same as the ankles. So check that out, really important for the hips and the knees. You can take the hands away from the chair if you want to. Push your hands into the legs. That brings a little traction into the low back, which feels really good. So take a few breaths here. If you feel you can, you want to, go a little deeper into the pose. Release the hands from the legs and bring them out to a cactus position. If this causes stress and tension in the low back, I want you to bring your hands back to the legs. Go ahead and come back up and walk it out. Very good. That should feel really good. Let's take a nice stretch, hands up over the head. Inhaling, hands up. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Hands back to the chair. Shake it out and walk out your feet. Just kick the feet back a few times, letting the heel come towards our glutes. Notice where you're feeling that. Let's just go ahead and slide that foot back a little bit. Lift up the heel. Make sure the knee is staying pointing down towards the floor, and you'll feel the hamstring fire up. The back of the leg. Foot is flexed. Point the toe and release it back to the floor. Walk it out. Let's do the other side. Slide, foot back, lift the heel, point the knee down towards the floor. Make sure the knee is not in front of the other knee, pointing straight down. You'll feel that hamstring, a stretch and activation. Flex the foot, point, flex, and release it back to the floor. Let's do one more back stretch before we sit. So go ahead and take it back to that modified down dog pose. Find the feet parallel, hip distance, bend the knees, hips pulling back. Drop the head down between the arms. Deep breath. Come back up, walk back towards your chair. Now we're going to get to the best part of our practice, and that is Savasana. That's where we take a few minutes to relax, do nothing, allow our mind to be still. A great way to rejuvenate the body. So you can stay in your chair. You can get comfortable just in this chair, or you can go to a recliner, a nice couch, or something that's comfortable, or you can lie on the floor. In most yoga practices, you can lie on the floor. You can even prop your feet up on a chair, and I'll show you how to do that now. Whether you're using this chair or you're sliding up against the couch, just scoot as close as you can to the chair or the couch and roll to your back. Roll back here and put your feet up, and then just go ahead and lie back on the floor. This is a great way to support the back, really good for the low back. So even if you're not doing yoga, this is a good place to just take a good power nap in the day, is just to get your feet up. Good for to get your legs up, inverted. Great way for the low back to relax. So take a moment to get situated, and you can cover your eyes with an eye pillow if you like. You can put a little essential oil on to help you relax. Lavender is always a great oil to use. And let's just take the next few minutes to relax. So finding your position, go ahead and close your eyes. And let's take a few releasing breaths, like we did at the first of class. If you're home by yourself and you don't care what everyone hears, this sigh, this releasing with the ha sound is a really good way to let go of tension. So we'll take a nice deep breath in through our nose, and on the exhalation, make a nice ha sound, like you're just releasing, sighing, letting go. And visualize yourself letting go, letting that tension, that stress come out with that breath, and you'll feel it in your body. Nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling, feel it. One more time, breathe in. And exhale. With your eyes closed now, your body still, go ahead and let yourself totally relax. No need to plan, no need to think about anything. This is your time. If you're not used to being still, this might be a little challenging. It'll get easier, I promise you. Settling your body, bringing your awareness to your eyes. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Soften your face. Relax the tongue inside of your mouth. Feel that relaxation move down into your neck and shoulders. Releasing the upper back, the mid back, the low back. Letting all your internal organs relax. Your pelvis now, your hips. Moving that relaxation down your legs. Down into the calves. And finally down into the feet. Relax each toe. Bringing your awareness back up into the shoulders now. Relax your shoulders, your arms, down into your hands and your fingers. Feeling the whole body become a little heavier, sinking into the surface that you're lying on. Just feel like that floor, that couch, that chair is supporting you fully and completely, holding you as if you were an infant. Surrender now into that surface and relax. Allow the thoughts that come into your head to softly move out as easy as they came in. just like clouds in the sky, moving in to the head and out without any concern. Noticing how the breath has slowed down. Your body is calm. It's okay to do nothing. It's okay to be still. Now bring your awareness into your body and notice your breath. Just taking some deeper breaths in through the nose. As you make that breath a little bit deeper inside of you, let it release and let go as you exhale. Feeling the breath now become a little bit bigger inside of you as you start to wiggle fingers and toes. Soft, gentle movement as we make that transition back from stillness to movement. With your eyes still closed, fingers, toes, gently moving. Go ahead one leg at a time. If you're on the floor, bend the knees. If you're in the chair, just sit up a little taller with your eyes still closed. Those on the floor, rolling to the side first, in fetal position, and then up into seated. In this seated position, with your eyes still closed, allow your hands to be open towards the sky, whether they're resting in your lap or on your knees. Pause for a moment, ground yourself. Notice how you're feeling, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Take note. Go ahead and open your eyes. Allow yourself to sit a little taller, and let's take our arms out over the head. Nice, soft, gentle reach. Bringing your hands down to your heart. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day.